Hello, Luke and Mark is here, and this is great information I would like to share with you regarding multiple implant upper and lower, and from the beginning and the final stage, what we can do, how can we do better.
What kind of a case do we have here? Is it a big case?
It's quite a big cases, but first I would like to share with this. All right, so I would like to say that I just want to know the delivery date, which is 3 or 4 times back and forth. I want the final shade indicated, base A1, A2, whatever. Articulation, what kind of articulation, similar with the Penadent or Dana, Artex, whatever. And the bite mounting by who, correction occlusion by who. This is full mono case or layer cases for aesthetic anterior. Is this pre-shading color by who? Soft tissue correction by who, which is implant site. We have to little bit grinding, right?
Yeah.
And then cover or abutment. Sometimes we have the weird cases we have to cover for sure. Scanning by, designing by, finer, design narrow tissue, and the nesting with the zirconia blocks are using GC or Aman. Sintering by who, and porcelain by who. So all this information.
The process. Step by step.
Yeah, step by step. So without this, otherwise you can do by yourself. But we are so many people here. It's more than 40 technicians. So I really need this kind of information. So once I have this, and then I can get the information, which is this is PMMA. We set up perfectly. So we copy mirror.
Did the patient have this inside of his mouth?
Yes,
Okay.
quite a bit. Now this is the tie basis. And here's a really thick, the gum, which is I don't like it. And then here's a lower. So we exactly duplicate except gum. So we're trying to make narrow down as thin as possible. As I mentioned, James and Alicia earlier regarding the tissue side. So we have to make the little custom abutment types because this is a long neck.
The collars are pretty outstanding there, huh?
Yeah, not only that I'm talking about implant site. It's too long and thin.
Yep.
It's the most dangerous thing to me. So I have to make the tie base is more custom tie base more higher and longer, especially here. I don't have any problem those 4, but I have problems here. So
Because that can break off.
or patient can break up when they biting. So that's the key. And not only that, we're trying to decrease the size of the pawning as much as possible. But here's a problem. Sometimes the aesthetic zone for the gum line, when they're the high smile, and you have a problem, I have to make a little longer. Otherwise, if I shorter, I wish I can do. And whenever they're smiling, it's really ugly. You cannot use it. So that area has a little bit bigger than we think. So this one has make it a little thicker because I don't want to get the fracture, right?
Okay.
So lower is same thing. We don't have any problem. This here is a little bit issue to me, which is more than 22 millimeter, long span, right? So I have to give them a little bit more thickness. Otherwise, this is a crack, micro crack. When they biting together.
A long cantilever right there, yeah?
Correct.
Yeah.
I do not like long cantilever. So look at this. Right, so when they bite it, really good. This is mono, right? No layer except pink gum area a little bit. But we're trying to make the aesthetic as much as possible. There's another beauty part, right?
For being mono, it's a fairly well done for having as much translucency as it does have, right?
Right. So this kind of cases I showed you earlier so about the tissue here. Then we can create it and then have the glazings like that. So anyway, we have the 2 good verification jig. So this is verified all the way down. Just make sure all the way down platform, right?
So making sure that they all adjust.
Yes, one
All the
piece.
inserts go
Otherwise, we get
together.
a big problem because there's tissue size. Sometimes I have a 2 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter. Sometimes that one is killing.
That's just going to take a lot of space, huh?
So yeah, After they have the all 10 implant, sorry, 11 implant, and then we make the verification jig, and then we have a wax try-in. We have the wax try-in, and also top of the PMMA try-in, top and bottom, and then we make the final restoration of the zirconia.
So what are the points that you QC when you see the finished product here?
So QC is we have to put the insertion really careful.
Yeah.
We made so many videos out there. The insertion with not to dry fast.
Yeah.
So we're using the Panavia cement because they're too long setting. And then after you push it all 6 together and push down all the way, and then curing side by side. And then we have to check the occlusion as well.
So we're like screwing them in and then giving the occlusion to be able to make sure that everything is into place before we cure it all.
Correct. Yeah. And then after that, any device, you have to take it out, the sandblast class B, and take it out. Not only finish it, after that, we make the stent for them.
We gotta make it beautiful, right?
Right.
It's a beautiful piece of art.
So the video is upcoming more. So this is another QC video for full mouth screw retain mono zirconia from the top all the way bottom.
Subscribe for everything that we need to have on YouTube. Look him up. Ask questions. Leave comments below. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Cool.